It's time for our guest, Fusion interview with DJ D-Life. We're going to talk about anything and everything.
Hey folks, welcome to another edition of Fusion right here on Synergy TV with yours truly, D-Life. Now tonight, I have a special guest for you guys. His video right now is trending right now heavy on YouTube, Facebook, and everywhere else. And it is a signature video that he comes out with every year right after Carnival. It's called the Carnival Rap-Up, which is kind of like a musical dialogue of everything that happened within Carnival right through. And he gives you his perspective on it, which is, as I could say, I watched it, nail on the head, right? With everything that happened in Trinidad Carnival. So we have him here tonight. Also, I want to say special shout out going out to Campari that sponsored the Synergy Red Zone stage. Big shout out to them. And also to let you guys know that shout out to the Sincere concert March 18th happening in New York City, March 18th. Sincere just added to that bill Nyla Blackman, Ola Tunji, Problem Child. That is going to be crazy. March 18th. That's here in King's Theater in New York City. That's for my folks that get this on direct TV. All right. All my folks in Trinidad are working on something for you for that. I know. You might try a little pay-per-view something. Never know. All right. So without any further ado, because this show, tonight's episode, when I bring this gentleman on, is that kind of vibes. Right through. We're gonna dissect Trinidad Carnival. We're going to talk about what's happening with him, his career, the music, everything that he's doing. He has a weekly program also. We're going to get into all of that. So without further ado, I want to welcome to Fusion, my good friend, the one and only Chromatics.
Yo, D-Life.
Yo, what's going on, brother?
Just cool, man. Just cool. Tired, but just cool.
Tired, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, I mean, you're no stranger to Fusion. You're no stranger to the media thing. So give us a little insight, because I know folks who are not familiar with Chromatics. Folks know who Chromatics is.
A multi-faceted artist from Trinidad and Tobago. Originally got my start in hip-hop music. Rap music, and have somewhat over the years evolved that into what I would call new age rap. So just, heavily influenced by American hip hop culture, but of course always heavily influenced by where I come from in Trinidad and Tobago, and the calypsos, the rapsos, and the soca and the storytelling of my culture here in Trinidad and Tobago. So that's where I have evolved the style of music too. But aside from that, as well as you mentioned, I do have my own show, and of course, as you see in the background, my own radio station,
right?
Our radio.fm here in Trinidad. So I've always been involved in the media. That goes back to that is even more. That's about 10, 12 years now in terms of presenter, radio host, producer of different musical segments. My show is called The Grind, where we play 100% TNT music, and the station by itself plays no less than 75% TNT music. And yeah, I think that is it in a nutshell.
Now, tell us a little something about the radio station, because that's a big deal. It's our radio.
And our radio.fm.
Right. Our radio.fm, right? I'll make sure and have all that info at the bottom of the screen there.
No,
all right. Now on that station, apart from you, who else is on there?
We have a show called Two Jammets on a Sunday with
they put up on a Sunday?
Yes, man. Back on a Sunday. You see, when I release the Carnival Rap-Up bright and early Sunday morning, let's deal with it. Right? We have, of course, my show The Grind. We have a show called Black to Black. We have Island Girl Talk with Crystal Kane and hosts. We have True Talk No Lie, which is on a Thursday. We also have Kill Local Lockdown Tuesdays on a Tuesday after Black to Black, which is an all-local Trinidad and Tobago rock show. So it's when you look at who is a part of the station and the type of programs that are on the station. It is a station by creatives for creatives. And we are very no holds barred in our presentation and opinions on things. And it's just really a free space. And coming out of being around and working in different forms of media, whether it be privately owned conglomerates or government owned, I saw, in my opinion, what was lacking. And sometimes that's why I made sure that it is an online radio station, and it will, for the most part, stay an online radio station just because of the freedom that we have in our expression.
Okay. Yeah? Okay. So that was my segue into the next one, because with the growth and the popularity of the show, hence the reason you guys might even get approached to go on a dial. And so now that I get your perspective on that, you don't think that will happen because of the freedom which you guys able to endure by voicing your opinion without any restrictions?
To me, it don't make sense. We're moving forward, not backward. Right. I mean, yes, certain things, especially in Trinidad and Tobago, are still ingrained in traditional media, being FM and TV. But we all see the way forward, and when you keep your eyes open and you look at the generation below us and below that and below that, look and project to see where the things going. We already know where we at, and we already know we trending in the right direction. And FM just come with red tape and
too much bureaucrats, too much. You can't see this, and don't touch on that because that's a major sponsor, and
time so them thing done, man. Come
all
on.
Right.
And then too, as I said, my show, The Grind, was on a FM station, and I left that station. I was looking for a new home for it, but then it was just like, it just makes sense to do this, and so the station itself snowballed from that program into something that's bigger. And we have, after the Carnival season, we were out there broadcasting in different live events and fests. Some of the biggest fests for the season, we were backstage interviewing artists and, the personalities that were there. But we have a lot more programs coming on in the months to come.
Nice.
We're growing slowly, but surely.
Nice. That is what we're talking about. Now, part of you say you started in rap. And the thing is, you have, couple songs that you keep the rap format, but you also include like the rap soul, which is like the traditional, which is like the Trini version of what you were looking for, being able to bring stories to life, but in a musical format. And is there, was that your ultimate goal? Because I know you started off in the rap scene, right? Hip hop. Was that your ultimate goal to go down this path, or it just happened to deflect and redirect it down this path?
I wouldn't say it was my ultimate goal is as an artist, and that's why when my generation and the older generation started chastise young artists, I just watch them funny too now, because you had to leave room to grow.
Right.
You know what I mean? And artists are on a continuous journey to find themselves and find their sound. So it was more so, it wasn't a thing that I knew, but it was a natural progression for me. And then coming out to New York and different places, because we always, as a hip hop artist based in the Caribbean, you think that you need to go out there and sort of stamp your name and build yourself, which is true, right? And build your brand to that wider audience where hip hop actually is from. But I realized at that time, in order to stand out, I always say this, right? In order to stand out, sometimes the easiest thing to do is be yourself.
Correct.
So why we so busy trying to fit in and sound like this and sound like that one, is like, why not just be yourself and you will be unique amongst the crowd? So that was something that I had to grow into as well, but I always knew it, but it's something that I had to grow into, and here we are today.
Nice. Ladies and gentlemen, we're here with Chromatics. He's in the building. Now, listen to me.
Long time I didn't to interview her, so I real things to talk.
Well, I know that. I know you are real things. And the beautiful thing about Fusion is I have different segments for giving you the opportunity to talk.
Nice.
Because
I'm all been interviewing people and people interviewing me these days.
So, but I have I need to highlight your music the same way. because that can't stop, right? But we have the game segment, which is I choose when I sat down with the producers. I said we had to do fill in the blanks with chromatics. I have a reason for that. We had to do fill in the blanks because I want him to fill in the blanks. Right? So we're gonna get to all of that, you know. But we on the show here we have the throwback segment, and the throwback segment is a segment where I actually play something from your past. Nice. Right? We do that, and you know, it wasn't so far back, but is a song that kind of like
it's BC, it's before COVID.
Yeah, it's BC before COVID. Anything before COVID is considered past, right? But is your track Outside Man, which created a kind of vibe and it got your popularity even more with this song. Hence, getting you out to different places to perform it. Like I told you, it picked up in Antigua, of all places. I mean, they were playing it consistently.
Well, the funny thing about that song, and one sad thing about the song too, is that it picked up so much popularity. I mean, and you mentioned Antigua. Antigua was one of the gigs that actually maintained, but there were so many gigs internationally that lined up after that song. And we are talking February, March of 2020. It was New York, Guyana, Atlanta, Orlando, London, and then we know what happened in the middle of March, right? Yep. So yeah, but I'm grateful just for the art and the appreciation people had for that tune, you know.
Well, definitely, and with that being said, you know, we want to feature Outside Man. You know, we're going to feature it right now, Outside Man, right here on Fusion. This is the throwback segment. This is Chromatics. He's here with us. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Fusion. This is the throwback segment.
Yeah. Hey, hey, na, 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 na. Hey, doom ma doom dede, a doom doom dede, boom ma doom dede, boom ma doom dede, doom ma doom dede, doom ma doom dede, a doom doom. Well, let me tell you about a young lady that I met back in January. She have a husband, his name is Jerry, and the man big, tall, and he's scary. He way older than she did married real young. He's a big businessman, he just carry 2 guns. When they no tidy not, if you see the love run, now it's 6 years gone. She ain't having no fun, she don't want to be a cheater, but Jerry start to beat her. Now she looking online for a late night creeper. She remember when I meet her by a bar and a repeater, so she dashing me DM like 100 meters. She say, use the man who could do it right. We start to link and make turn in the night. She want to rub down me rifle and ride on me cycle. She say I's a friend, but I know me title is Outside Man. Whoa. Say she begging me for the ride, and she say we have to go high. Whoa. She say she outside man. Whoa. But she begging me for the ride, and she say I can't come inside. What she say? No, no. She say you can't come inside. You can't come inside at all. No, no. She say you can't come inside. You can't come inside at all. No, no. She say you can't come inside. You can't come inside at all. No, no. She say you can't come inside. You can't come inside at all. No, no. Now she say don't take she husband for fool. If we doing this, we have to set a few rules. Because it's pressure if the man never find out. So now we going by guest house and hide out. He does have she under manners if it's the how she tends. She said Jerry doesn't let she have no set of man friends. And don't ever think about jumping the fence. Cause she never eye long like a telescope lens. But she can't stay away cause she love how it's sweet. She love how I does massage the feet. But I fell up at the guest house and cheap bed sheets. Every night is the same like we dip on repeat. Can't go to Tobago, can't go on the beach. She say if we anything we had to keep it discreet. We can't go for dinner, can't go movie tongue. She say them kind of place too much people around. I say girl I want to teach you a lesson. How I just move like 007. I want to come by you girl I begging. She say if you come you will never get let in. Cause you is the outside man boy. Say she begging me for the ride, and she say we have to go high. Whoa, she say she outside man boy. But she begging me for the ride, and she say I can't come inside. No, no, she say you can't come inside. You can't come inside at all. No, no, she say you can't come inside, you can't come inside at all. No, no, she say you can't come inside, you can't come inside at all. No, no, she say you can't come inside, you can't come inside at all. No, no. Now although she hold me stay happy, I ain't really wanna mash up the family. Cause honestly I don't like the drama. And I's a man that does believe in karma. So one night I went by myself drinking. I said time to do some heavy thinking. It's when I spot a man in the corner. His face looking like he going through torture. He say he wife for 6 years, just have him in tears. She don't cook no food, she ain't washing nowhere. She spent out all the money, he mortgage in arrears. She kick him out the room, now he's sleeping downstairs. She's until she pays, it's 60 like the share. And she going to take the house and he land on the chair. And he hear out the road that she having her affair. So I buy 2 more bears, knocky glass and say chairs. And say boss, what is the plan?
What is the plan, Dan?
He say he have a strong suspicion about she and a tall red man. And if he ever catch them, he's gonna shut in the pan. Wow. Well I said boss, I think I'll be leaving. Cause I run a little late for a meeting. It's only after a while that it's sinking. Jerry realized he was by the bar drinking with the outside man, whoa. So she begging me for the ride. And she said we have to go high. Whoa. She say I she outside man, whoa. But she begging me for the ride. And she say I can't come inside. No, no. She say you can't come inside, you can't come inside at all. No, no. She say you can't come inside, you can't come inside at all. No, no. She say you can't come inside, you can't come inside at all. No, no. She say you can't come inside, you can't come inside at all. No, no.
Ah, boy, Jerry, boy.
No beach, right?
What's that there? What are you doing there? Rules of who for what?
So, number 1, cannot come inside.
Just like that.
I'll try.
Cannot-
I'll try.
Cannot
I'll try to hold it back.
come inside, because if
My
my...
pull out game real strong.
Can't even fit in the car properly, but you carry me double palm. Watch it, watch it, watch it. No beach, because everybody know who the Africa is and everybody can recognize me in a bikini. No, no, no. I ain't with you for salt, boy. You fixing that problem for me. And then they sort life, right?
No, no. No, she said don't take your husband for fool. If we doing this, we have to set a few rules.
Wait now. That's the fucking man.
Nice. Yeah. Question, true story.
No.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're here with Chromatics. When we come back, more with Chromatics right here on Fusion, man. Hold tight.
Cool host. Super cool guest. New music premieres. Informative, fun games.
I don't know.
Watch Fusion with DJ D live Friday nights at 8 p.m. on Synergy TV with rebroadcast Sunday and Thursday nights.
This is D-Live. Join me for new episodes of Fusion.
Okay, so my full name is Vera Bubune Makafui Aseye Hamenupeda.
All I want is a short pants with a little piece of wire, twing, and 2 feathers. I like it. I roll them in Miami.
I have 5 kids and I want you to give me 1 more.
Lots of new guests, new games. It's going to be crazy. Join me right here on Synergy TV. Brand new episodes of Fusion, man. You're going to see a whole brand new Fusion coming soon.
Save the date.
Miami Carnival 2023
Kicks off with Junior Carnival on Saturday, September 30th.
Panorama Friday, October 6th.
Juve, Saturday, October 7th. Carnival and concert, Sunday, October 8th. Don't miss out on North America's biggest and longest running carnival.
Log on to MiamiCarnival.org
or call 305-653-1877 for more info.
Miami Carnival 2023.
All right, folks, so we're back here with Chromatics. He's in the building. All right, outside man, wicked. And like I said, I mean, I know you had gigs lined up, and the song was phenomenal. It so happened, but We'll see, man, because a tune like that, I don't think it'll never die.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, as you're playing it, then I watching it back, I was like, I need to promote this, get back and promote it.
Yeah, man, because a tune like that will never die, man. And you know, so that and it have vibes too. It have vibes too. Now, I know you have new music, but let me get into the whole Carnival recap.
Carnival Rap-Up.
Carnival Rap-Up.
Uh-huh.
You have a tendency of doing this. When did this start? Because I've been looking back and I see you have a whole series of that. When did it first start?
11 years ago, 2012. 2012 was the first one. Yeah. And then I did up to 2015. So I did 2012, 2013, 2014, 2015. I took a break on 2016 because people didn't understand the amount of work that goes. Yeah, it's one song, but there's a lot of work.
Yeah,
right? There's a lot of work.
Especially if it's a busy, if it's a busy carnival.
Yeah, and then, well, no, sometimes when it's not a busy carnival, to try and pull things out and make them fun and whatnot. Yeah, and then in 2017 and 18, I sort of changed up the business model for it because I wanted to monetize this thing now. You know what I mean? Because it was just all right. Is initially when it hit in 2012, it was such a smash that all right, the bookings were coming in and etc. But then now people just got so accustomed to it, they're just looking out for it and all right, you play it once and and then it was that. So whereas a tune like Outside Man, as you're now saying, I could still go and perform that wherever in the world and still be current and still be entertained by the song. So then in 2017 and 18, I did a show. So in other words, in order to come and hear the song, you had to come and pay money.
Right.
And it was very well received, but that in itself was a lot of work as well. And then I was also transitioning to having a presence within the carnival, putting out certain songs. I had a collaboration in 2017 or 18 with Bungie called Verses. I was putting out solo material, I put out the War Rhythm, and then all of that sort of built into Outside Man. Because I wanted that presence and I wanted to do something different in the space that is Trinidad and Tobago Carnival and our music. And I think my music had evolved to a point, as we were talking initially, that I bring something different to the festival and to the carnival. You know what I mean? This year I was focused on the radio station, so I didn't really have a lot of output of music, if any. So therefore I was like, yo, I had to get them a wrap up. And it's been so long. So really and truly, the public hasn't really had one since 2015, and every year is the same thing, bro. But this year, for some reason, I don't know if it's because of COVID, I'm talking about every day people will stop me, and I'm talking total strangers. Hey, you gave me something after Carnival, you're wrapping it up for me, or you think you had to do one, you had to do one, and then
you see, people like the trippiness too because they're seeing everything going on. People like
yeah, and I think the break, not just from COVID, but from it being out to the public, the appreciation for it was heightened. And you can see by the feedback and the comments that people are going, they really appreciate it. And so there's many reasons why I decided to bring it back. Many different reasons. In the course of me stopping doing it, two people tell me things, right? One of them was Iwa George. And in my mind, I was like, all right, we criticize Iwa for always coming with a hand and a jump tune, but still we love him.
Right.
We still love him in the fete. We love the individual. We love his output because we know that is he now. And he was basically trying to tell me, like, dog, that is you. You know what I mean? You have to do it. That is you. So that's one sort of thing that I always took, and I was like, yeah. And then the most important thing that somebody told me that I really took to heart is you are documenting our festival. It is a historical document of what happened this carnival. So people can look back over the years and see what went on. I don't know if anybody is doing that even in a sort of academic sort of style, but at least there's this. That's why I say when I write in this, I write in a thesis on carnival.
Yeah.
So that's why it I mean, I don't want to make it sound like, but it's essentially that. And it is a lot of picking things apart and what to say and what not to say, and
Right. No, with that being said, I mean, I can't segue it any better than that. I'm gonna just let you introduce it, brother, because I watch it once, and I watch it once for a reason, because I say when I saw it the first time, I say, you know what, I need to get you on here. Let me get Chromatics on here, because this need to be dissected. We really need to get into this, because you hit the nail on the head a few times well. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna let you introduce it. Go ahead, you introduce it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only Carnival Rap-Up 2023 from yours truly, Chromatics. Say, wrap it up, Maddox.
Love it too, girl.
Now I want to sing a song for you all.
Hold on.
Get your hand to the chest. Get ready to cry.
Listen, hey, for 2 whole years we've been dying for the festival. It's more than mass, more than music, man, it's spiritual. To cross the stage we've been waiting for so long, and every day I'm reminded they've been waiting for this song. It's the mother of all carnivals, return to the Mecca. But I ain't really sure if they confusing the gender since December. I know it would be one to remember from the time I see Ding Dong try to whine on temper. Motor Thief, my whole song from 2 years ago. What you feel have been so long that nobody ain't gonna know. Valentine's always falling in the midst of the jamming, and so many of these pets suffering from poor planning. If you see the line long like people looking for love, but with them ticket price I hold them a pennies tight, cause I know it have hope for me as I write in this verse. If I farm I could pull up for my Miss Universe. Every year is the same, I set the artists complain about a lack of airplay, man, nothing ain't changed. For some the fight down real, but most can't handle. So Trinidad madman say he lighting some black candles, so come on I get cancelled. First time in 30 years we was vexed for 6 seconds, then realized we ain't care, because inside we all know we wasn't paying to go, especially when one man say true in one show. Now let's go. Wrap it up, wrap it up, wrap it up, Maddox. Wrap it up, wrap it up, wrap it up, Maddox. Wrap it up, 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 Maddox. Wrap it up, wrap it up, wrap it up, Maddox. Wrap it up, wrap it up, wrap it up, Maddox. Wrap it up, 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 Maddox. Personally, I thought there was nothing to sing about. But in the last 2 weeks, Tory jump out. They bring back Firefest, Fed, wherever it name. Where I saw Nessa Preppy on stage start to complain. She was whining, yes, the girl whining. That's not what we rehearse. I need vocals out of timing. I don't know who to blame and I don't know who lying. But if a man talk to me, so somebody need firing. How your manager go change the set list last minute on the band? You should have called up Fayan. She would have upgraded your man. Like the temperature was too high. The little toy start to cry. I don't know if it's Whitney or the fat man when you're out she pie. I was just in army fed with Matara taking a bun. Woke up the next morning, she on IG pulling tongue. All I had to say is careful who take it to drink your rum, or you go end up like Mooty in the road pulling gun. TTT called me up to comment on Kaisorama, the first freestyle competition down in the savannah. While Pretty was getting licks, boaty pants and the hips. Don't give big man primary school topics, no. I know politicians just put their foot in their mouth, but I never thought I'd see one put his foot in a snow. Like he really ain't what he. Please excuse my verbiage, but he bring a whole new meaning to leaking the footage. Why we all learn bunch of gallon lyrics by heart. This the first time I start to see life imitate art. Cause like what's in you, give all these women a power pill and leave Giselle alone catching power on a hill. Wrap it up, wrap it up, wrap it up, Maddox. Wrap it up, wrap it up, wrap it up, Maddox. Wrap it up, 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 Maddox. Wrap it up, wrap it up, wrap it up, Maddox. Wrap it up, wrap it up, wrap it up, Maddox. Wrap it up, 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 Maddox. It's like 2 years of a carnival and everybody lapsing. Fetters and masquerader said a lot of things was lacking. Like who serving spoiled food, why not bras for the boobs? Who now collect the costume and all the bees coming loose? I just hate to talk the truth, I don't care if it's shame. When they come to carnival, we supposed to claim the Hall of Fame. Nicki Minaj learned she lesson to go beach with no sand. As soon as she play in land, we see she leave home, she man, good vibes. But here's something I just can't get past. How every single fete had the same artist on the cast. Now what's to encourage me to pay a ticket fee when I could go Islam and pavement line and see them for free? I have the answer, let me suggest. Let me turn the whole of carnival to reggae some fest. Give me Shaggy, Taurus, Riley, Romy, Virgo and Shazia. I shall bring down half of Africa to fill out the arena. But people felt disconnected, the experience elusive. How people can be excluded from something that's all inclusive. Carnival come back home to one set of apology. I see them jump like they never jumped and tell me they're sorry. I guess Gallon was right, take it back to a hard fet. Don't get vexed When the people say it's X, then it's X. Look, I love my country. You could never call me hater. While you online quarreling about who name on a paper. Peter mentioned lying down, cool in the bed. Turned on the TV and found out he was dead. If we so quick to kill the culture, how the hell it go survive? If we own legacy following a lost tribe. Wrap it up, Maddox. Wrap it up, wrap it up, Maddox. Wrap it up, right up till I lie down. Wrap it up, Maddox. Wrap it up, Maddox. Wrap it up, Maddox. Wrap it up, Maddox. Wrap it up, Maddox.
You wouldn't miss me. No one will ever miss me. But I want to tell you all, this will be my last. I have done enough.
Where to start?
Yes, sir.
Where
Yes,
to
sir.
start? I'm gonna hit the obvious. The album Hammer and Chisel coming in August 2023.
Yeah.
I'm assuming this is gonna be on the album.
No.
No.
Hammer and Chisel is gonna be my last hip hop album.
Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be my last because I typically full hip hop.
Okay.
Typically, I've put out a lot of projects since the start of my career that have had a great impact here in Trinidad and Tobago. And this one is a different era because every decade things change with technology. And I really wanted to put out a project that people could get a hold of. Because the last few things, the first album I put out, Against the Grain, was in 2006. 2008. And that would have been a physical CD. Right. And then, the industry went through this whole change. And the last projects I put out would have been free mixtapes online. Now, in the era of streaming, I want to present this project. And that's why one of the other reasons why I did a Carnival Rap-Up too, because it's available on all streaming platforms right now. So they're going to know. So, obviously the ability to monetize it is there. But now, Hammer and Chisel is just something I believe I am going to put out because my style has changed. My what I believe I represent as a Caribbean rap artist hasn't met its full potential yet, and this album is to present that. Okay. It's the evolution of where I'm at right now. And where I've taken my style to as a hip hop artist. So this the Wrap-Up is for the people, life for now, you know what I mean? But this album is forever.
How many tracks on the album?
I have no idea.
No idea. So it's not complete yet.
No. I'm going into it. I've been sitting on this a lot of tracks for about 5 years now or more. And they keep just getting better every time I play them. So it's good vibes. So I want to complete it, but I don't believe in having a long project. I would say 10, 12 tracks max.
10, 12 tracks, nice.
You know what I mean?
When you're ready, you have a platform here.
No, definitely I will be doing an album release in New York, so you know what I mean?
Say no more, say less. You know what I mean? We'll definitely have you, because I'm mainstream radio up here. So once that thing, get you in studio, and we do it the right way. Get it out there. So congratulations on that, man. And it will be the final rap album.
Yeah, album. Doesn't mean I might put out some hip hop songs here and there, but album wise. This is my. I'll leave this one my legacy for my son to see when he go back and what I mean.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
How body that he was, like, you know what I mean? So hence the name of it, to Hammer and Chisel, because I've always put out albums that have a lot of thought behind them. Like the last album I put out was an album called The Business of Art, and it was basically like a concept album, but this time it's just bars and beats. This is a hard thing, you know what I mean? Hence the name Hammer and Chisel.
Nice. Ladies and gentlemen, we're here with Chromatics. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to dissect the Wrap-Up. Yeah, man, we're going to dissect it with a game. Yeah, we're changing up the format. We're going to dissect it with a game. When we come back, more with Chromatics right here.
I love soca
with energy.
Tune in every Saturday from 2 p.m. till 6 p.m.
with DJ D Live and Iron Voice.
They got the music,
the energy,
and the joke.
You should have there very early.
We need your share from 2 o'clock.
As a matter of fact, play your commercial.
No,
Play your commercial.
Live on Soundchat Radio.
And syndicated on Synergy TV
and EPOS TV.
Download the Soundchat Radio app and engage live
every Saturday, 2 to 6 p.m.
The most entertaining show on your Saturday. DJ D Live
and Iron Voice.
Double trouble, we say.
All right, folks, so we're back with Chromatics. Now, you guys heard the wrap-up. All right. So what the producers decided, they said, D Life, it's a lot of things he hit in the wrap-up. So why not infuse it with a game, one of your games? And I was like, you know what? Good. Makes sense. Makes sense. So what we did, right? We had to figure out what game to really give Chromatics an opportunity to put in his words, in his perspective, what it is. So we decided to play Fill in the Blanks. All right. So with Fill in the Blanks, all my folks who regularly watch Fusion, you know what it is. We put up some things up on the screen and our guests fill in the blanks. Right. So we have Chromatics here. Now, Chromatics, are you ready? Because feel free. I want you to feel free, even with filling in the blanks. You can add in your own piece too. We are doing the game a little different for you now because it's you and we want you to express. Right? All right. So we're going to start with this one here. The first one here to fill in the blanks. A and Hotel for Carnival 2.
I could cost.
Nah, don't cost.
Too expensive. Really? Ridiculous, man.
All right.
The people that make the money.
Right. Now, a lot of people were saying, when you look at the different carnivals all around, like Jamaica, you could actually go Jamaica Carnival for far less than Trinidad Carnival. You could actually have Air Hotel, go to a fete. Some of the same promoters that are in Trinidad that are coming to Jamaica to do events are not even charging what they're charging Trinidad.
When you hear what I say, with them ticket price, I hold him a pennies tight. That is what I say in the wrap up, and that's what I meant. I didn't just mean the fed too.
All right.
All them tickets, Yeah.
All right. This one here. Bees and
in the melody. I pull a kitchen off here, though. Boom, 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 boom. Bees in the melody. They on a repeater too, but you know what I mean? Yeah. That's one thing I didn't write about that.
I say, you know what? Let me put it in there because it make headlines. Right? This is
and I hear a bunch of banner to reroute and all kind of.
Yeah. All right. We have here. Now they say the mother of all
Bacchanal. Mother of all Bacchanal. You understand? That is Carnival. You see, you should have put the blank first. The mother of all Carnival.
Listen to me. I leave it open for you. Remember, I said that in the beginning. You have the opportunity here. You are my first guest to have the opportunity to dissect this and do this what you want. You do it at what you please, brother.
Well, that's what people was. I mean, and I say it. I know it would be wrong. Remember, I know if they're confusing the gender. I know if it's the father or the sister or the. You know what I mean? That is what I'd say in the wrap up. So guys, remember I told you people coming up to me and say, I'll edit myself and say, boy, this is the mother of all carnivals, boy, and this is the mother-in-law of all carnivals and all kind of thing, you know what I mean? You had to write about it, you know, so. Yeah, I mean, I understand where they were going with that, but they wasn't ready for it. I think I would say us, we weren't ready for it.
We wasn't ready for it.
We weren't ready for it. We were rusty. We had to shake off the rust from 2 years of not doing this thing. And it was evident in all aspects of the carnival. Yeah.
Need to get it right. All right, so that brings me to this one. Carnival 2024.
Could be a thing. That is what we're looking for. 2024, we will get it right. 2024.
2024, we will get it right.
Me and Charles was talking that, you know what I mean? And he mentioned it, and I think so too, because I think we will learn from our mistakes. And I think, well, hopefully, yeah, because boy, it's one thing, I love my country, yeah, but boy, we need to plan better, boy. We need to plan better, and the government agencies that are integral in certain things happening need to be on the ball and treat it like it's not just our work now. Yeah, they go saying we need to treat this thing like this is our culture, this is our art, this is who we are, and treat it with such respect. Understand whatever role you playing, you could be just the receptionist down in the NCC or somebody, that you're playing a role in this thing that is an experience for the world. Yeah, when foreigners from all over the world come and however small you feel your role might be, that it is important and treat it as such. Yeah.
Nice. So as we sticking on that, Soca Monarch was
non-existent. Soca Monarch was dead. I'm afraid to say it was dead. It lie down dead. I mean, dead. Because I can't even see it coming back, you know, bro. I can't even see it coming back. Unless, I mean, I know the one thing that gonna make it come back because it's money. So when it's not, I understand. If I see $1 million, I say, all right, let me throw my hat in the ring.
Right.
Yeah, man. I mean, I think I see that. I don't know if I'm wrong. Is it Barbados or another somebody else?
Yeah, actually, funny enough, you said that Barbados just canceled theirs.
Yeah, and they said they're going to do something different. It's going to be a sort of concert with some of the best soca songs or whatever. And maybe evolution is a must. You know what I mean? Evolution is a must. And then going back to the respect of things. I think when Fian was chairwoman, and she did an excellent job, and they should have not let her down from that position or let her step away. They should have done things that were right. But she complained about the same things that I am bringing up here. When she ready to start planning months in advance, nothing in place. We don't know what we're doing. You know what I mean? So yeah, something new. I don't know. One show on a Friday, dog. Is it?
Yeah, I mean, I think for the culture, and this is just my perspective, I think for the culture and for the new artists, I think something needs to be done. Because the Soca Monarch, where how all eyes is be on Trinidad, is an avenue, and is Trinidad Carnival Soca Monarch is labeled international for a reason. Because we give opportunities to even outsiders, an opportunity to highlight themselves because they know all eyes on our carnival.
Definitely.
Right? So I think it's something that they really need to sit down. Somebody needs to just dip in the pocket and make it up, I mean, you know, I don't know. What's your take on the government taking it over? If the government say, okay, we're taking it over, than it being privately run.
Nah, but neither one of them, neither whoever, or neither. It needs to be some people, like as I'm referencing Fian, it needs to be people who have a passion for it and understand what this competition means, or this production means, and to the world. You know what I mean? To us and and our representation on the world stage. We need people who understand that production. You know what I mean? And as I say, if it's a government thing that got too much bacchanal and who are this and who are that and who you know what I mean?
Good point.
Sorry to say it, I'm being frank here today.
Yeah,
Or I'm just being Chromatics, one of them.
Right? All right, so we're keeping it moving. Extempo is because I saw you were called to as an analyst and to co-host the
Well, they called me for the freestyle part. I don't buy throwing me 2 cents for the Extempo. Extempo is it's okay. It's okay. It's still something that people look forward to. You know what I mean? I think in the commentary, you could go back and watch it, or if you want, the Kaisorama, it's on YouTube. I mean, I think certain people were robbed. You know, but I ain't saying nothing. I ain't saying nothing. But what I do like about Extempo, so I go say, what I say, Extempo is okay? I say Extempo it was all right. It was all right.
So let me piggyback now on the freestyle. Let me piggyback now on the freestyle.
No, well, the freestyle, they need to call me. They need to hire me as a consultant. Right? That is all.
Enough said.
Enough said. Let me get the thing right. Let me get it. I mean, I like the initiative. Right? But it could be done better. And that's the thing. Let me don't kill the thing yet. It still have room to grow. So right, let me consult with even if it's not me, people in the space who have the experience and understand these things, because that is not the extempo that we know. That is more hip-hop battle style, more chanting in school style on the desk in the cafeteria, them kind of thing. That is what that is. But we need to bring it to a better standard. You know what I mean? But I love the initiative, to be honest.
Nice. All right. Road march.
It's hard. It's a hard fet, dog. It's road match. It's a hard fet. You know what I mean? Don't fight the thing. I ain't gonna lie, but you know, dog, but I didn't know, boy.
Yeah, listen. Bungie is a man I respect and I know. I also know Nyla. And I know Skinny as well. And I ain't gonna lie, after Monday, I was a little, because all true, and I was like, yeah, boy, hard fet had this, man. I turned my back, man. Hard fet, that easy. But when you...
No, I'll tell you why, right? I mean, I would love the fact that Galen won it. And here's the reason, because he's been robbed so many times in the past.
Correct.
I would say robbed, but... And so the thing with Nyla, and I love that song, Come Home. It's a ode. It's, you know what I love about it is written in a style of you're speaking to your love, and I love the writing of it. But the production of it is also produced like a lot of the typical road matches of the last few years and decades. It's very melodic and whatnot. That is why in my mind I was like, boy, I didn't know if the people go hold on to that girl on the road, so you know.
Yeah.
I don't know, because I've seen it happen many times where he tunes hot, but when it comes to that road, it's a different scene. But I think it's not total. The thing changing a little bit, you know. That pretty mass and thing, which would go with a company had sweet song like Come Home. I think that kind of fading into the back, you know. To be honest, I don't think people up for that anymore. And that want to have a better term, Papi Show. You know what I mean? I think it's become so commercialized that people don't have a connection to the thing anymore like that. You know what I mean? Yes, they do, but I think it's waning. You dig what I'm saying? I think it's going back. I hear a lot of people saying there's a lot of bands now where it's just a truck on the road, pay your money, get a band, you get a short pants and a shirt, and like I drew. And when you look at the biggest fets in the carnival, what's the biggest fets? Stink and dirty, soca, this, that. The all-inclusives kind of. But they have money for that, dog. Yeah. You know what I mean? We pay with money, we go in with cooler fet. The ticket price might be high, but at least we know we're going in, we have a bottle of rum, we have a thing of beers, whatever. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I think it's going, as I say, take it back to a hard fet.
Take it back to a hard fet, road march all the way. All right. This gentleman here, ding dong. Now, I for one didn't see the full clip, but I heard about it. So put some light on that day. Where does your
Ding Dong is a clown. That's what I gotta tell you. Ding Dong is a clown. I watch me. People always comment on radio announcers or DJs singing soca. It's been a trending topic for years.
Right.
You know, and they're creating space for the artists and whatever.
Yeah, stay in the lane, that kind of thing.
No, but hear my thing about it. Half the artists ain't writing the music anyway. Right? So why is that man? So why if a man jump in the thing and get a writer and come and bring in music? You ain't doing nothing different than what he doing. Right? That's one of my opinions on it. And the man has this connection, his personality, he connects with people, love the man. And because of that same, he's a kicks man, he's a club, but he have a good spirit now. You know what I mean? Have good energy, and people connect with that. So my man's like, yo, don't fight it, bro. Like,
Don't
whatever.
fight it, man.
The man, I remember we did an event. God damn, it was like October last year, and things they juggling and whatever. I said, "Dong boy, I ain't catching no vibes to write nothing, you know." He said, "Yo, man, I go lend you one of my writers, you know. I about 17 songs put on there." I said, "Nah, dog, I cool. I go sit it out. I go sit out this carnival, you know." Yeah, nah, the guy is a clown, but I mean, he's a good one, you know.
Yeah, man.
He's a clown, you know. I say he's a clown with a smile on my face.
Yeah, no, that's what it is. He's a fun-loving guy, man. He's a fun-loving guy, but he's kicks.
Yeah,
he's that guy. He's that guy. When he come around, he'll light up the room. He'll make all they laugh because you know he coming with some kind of antics or some kind of chupiness.
Energy, and not just like his drinking parties.
Yeah, man.
One of the biggest songs for the carnival, and I know you're gonna carry on to all the other carnivals up the road.
It is. It's actually trending up here in the States right now. It actually is.
And you can't find the man because right now the man have catalog too because it's a few years well.
And he
have a good bit of music. You know
so he can run up and he can give you a good 40 minutes on stage.
I know about that. You need to the 40 minutes on your what dingers dead or 40 minutes on stage? Nah, boy. No. The dingers check me. We hit that treadmill.
All right, last one here. You ready for this one, brother?
Mm-hmm.
And you switch it up for this one. One show.
It's only one show.
It's only one show.
It's only one show. It's only one show. What are you beating up for? It's only one show.
There's only one show, man. I like that. It's only one show. There's only one.
Make all the money for the year in one show.
There's only. Ladies and gentlemen, when we here at Chromatics, when we come back, he got brand new music. I tell you, the show going to meet the front. When we come back, more at Chromatics, he got new music for 2023. All that right here before we wrap up on Fusion, man.
Cool host. Super cool guest. New music premieres. Informative, fun games.
I don't know.
Watch Fusion with DJ D live Friday nights at 8 p.m. on Synergy TV with rebroadcast Sunday and Thursday nights.
Save the date.
Miami Carnival 2023
Kicks off with Junior Carnival on Saturday, September 30th.
Panorama Friday, October 6th.
Juve, Saturday, October 7th. Carnival and concert,
Sunday, October 8th.
Don't miss out on North America's biggest and longest running carnival.
Log on to MiamiCarnival.org
or call 305-653-1877 for more info.
Miami Carnival 2023.
Right, so we're back with Chromatics here. We just wrapped up fill in the blanks. Mm-hmm. We make it straight with that one. All right. Okay. Now let's get back into before we wrap up and we get up out of here. Your new music. You have a new video out. Tell us a little something about that.
Oh, we're talking about kind of way.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, it is so new, but it's out now.
Well, it's out now. I mean, when I say new, you know,
it might be new to the viewers. Yes,
new to the viewers.
Yeah, but now I mean, that was a song that I put out in the non-carnival season of 2022, and it was funny enough, it was written the same time as Outside Man, but it's long day bubbling and kusumein, as they would say, a while. And I just that is a really, I love that song. It's just a really good representation of what Rapso could sound like in this day and age now. It's very much a Rapso song in terms of the rhythm of it, the feel of it. And I was just get him lyrics, you know, and I kind of just wanted to let them know that I get the stamp of approval from a lot of people and a lot of the people that I look up to, and that's probably the greatest reward that I've ever got.
And I saw that too with Outside Man. You had Rudder.
Yeah, David Rudder and Carl
Jacob. You had what's his name? Oh gosh, Jacob. Carl Jacob. Yeah. So you had some seasoned veterans in there too.
Yeah, man. And if I had a couple other people who were supposed to be in it too, but they just couldn't make it out that time. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Well, with that being said, I want you to introduce kind of way. You take over, brother. You introduce it right here on Fusion, man. Do you think?
Well, you don't know this is your boy Chromatics with what we call New Age rap. So, you know that kind of way? You know that kind of way now? Yeah, that kind of way. There we go now, man.
That kind of way. That kind of way. That kind of way.
Yeah.
They ask me, Matic, when you gonna run out of lyrics? I tell them when I'm going to run out of spirits. Around the same time that I run out of critics. And all of them clowns that I run out of gimmicks. Deep down inside, yeah, I know that they jealous. They start to throw shade like they pelting umbrellas. Cause the girl ain't giving them no beat like a cappella. When me tune get the girl in the groove like Stella. I make them jump up like a burpee. They just mad, I ain't everything like Berkey. Mount hot like I swallow a bottle of Bertie. So if you feel like I ain't worthy, I get the approval from singing Sandra, Valentino and the explainer. That I could be a Kaiso entertainer. I even share stage with Lord Relator. So I go business about a hater. When even David Michael Rudder rate ya. So like a restaurant with no waiter, I don't cater. They must be never get the message like they out of data. Well, you know that kind of way. Yeah, you know that kind of way. Well, you know that kind of way. Yeah, you know that kind of way. Well, you know that kind of way. Yeah, you know that kind of way. Well, you know that kind of way. That kind of way. I throw away the anatomy books so I don't study nobody. I never ride here to what they doing normally. Even when I see them catch a forward off a volley, I never drop the ball, I kick that like a volley. Boom! I tell you no, we'll never be the same, man. True trim, me go the night, they slap when the plane land. Dirty and I'm muddy on a Monday, I ain't shame, man. I know the gatekeepers and the game plan. Even in the midst of the disrespect, I capitalize like a type in vex. Tell them come again, we ready for what's next. Come, bring you over your man and your witch and your hex. Cause when the Lord put out the hand and the bless me, there ain't a fuss in the world that can stress me. Cause man was like say on the page, I'm ready to blaze ya. Now we see the whole scene going up in vapor. Oof. Well, you know that kind of way. Yeah, you know that kind of way. Well, you know that kind of way. Yeah, you know that kind of way. Well, you know that kind of way. Yeah, you know that kind of way. Well, you know that kind of way, that kind of way, that kind of way. You see they looking at me with a face full of wonder, acting like I now contributing to the culture. But I ain't no shopping from my sisters, my brother. And you can't build a house with no kitchen or a plumber. I tryna do the pen and my pencil, the foundation which I know is essential. If the truth hurts, tell them I'm damn disrespectful. Cause the tent empty every night that they fretful. Facts, so what we gonna do about that? Mix up a few styles that go bring them back. Because the shadow on my brains and no knee in my veins. Please tell them to refrain, the roaring lion can't tape. Cause the small lion pride will it big like a plane. Not to do like Lord Shorty and reinvent the game. So it's time for them to contest the history and contents embedded in my conscience. Miss me with the nonsense. Well, you know that kind of way. Yeah, you know that kind of way. Well, you know that kind of way. Yeah, you know that kind of way. Well, you know that kind of way. Yeah, you know that kind of way. Well, you know that kind of way. That kind of way. That kind of way.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord.
Wow. Yeah, man. Yo, I know see what you're talking about. They really need to bring you and let you take control of that whole freestyle. Yeah.
I'm control.
Yeah.
I will consult.
I will
a consultant fee. and you know, help out the thing. Yeah.
Well, yo, Chromatics, thank you, my brother, for taking the time out hanging out here with me on Fusion. I mean, tell folks where, again, about your radio show, how they could tune in, where they could get it, stuff like that. Give me a full update.
Yeah, well, first of all, to follow me on Instagram. If I believe they might be seeing it on the screen at Chromatic Music. Right. On Instagram and TikTok. I mean, all you could advise me on how to use this TikTok thing, but you know what I mean? But yeah, follow me on Instagram. That's my main social media platform that I utilize. The radio station is ourradio.fm. That is the URL. That is the website. Just head to ourradio.fm. We stream all our live shows are streamed live on YouTube as well. But once you head to the website, you can click play on the audio player, and of course, click play on the YouTube live player if a show is live at the point in time. And once again, our mandate is playing no less than 75% TNT content. So if you want to tune in and hear some stuff from Trinidad and Tobago of all genres, some new stuff that you've never heard. And I'll always say this, your favorite song was once a song that you never heard. So keep an open mind to that.
You know what I mean? Well said. Ladies and gentlemen, Chromatics. Thank you, my brother, for taking some time out. We're definitely going to be in touch. You know what I mean? You know me and you, there's vibes offline. So we'll definitely keep in touch. And yo, I feel this wrap up here and outside, man. We need to put it back in rotation on Synergy. I think, yeah,
for sure. All go and stream up the wrap up there for me, please. And
the wrap up is that thing, people. Yeah. And while you're doing that too, you can actually watch the game. Wait, emphasize on the wrap up right here. Thank you, my brother, so much, man.
You're welcome, man. Blessings. For 2 whole years, they've been dying for the festival. It's more than mass, more than music, man. It's spiritual. You don't know this, your boy Chromatics representing with my boy D Life only on Fusion. Let's go.
All I love myself.
Let's do it.
I love all it too.
I love it too, girl.
Now I want to sing a song for you all. Get your hand to it, chill. Get ready to cry.
Listen, hey, for 2 whole years we've been dying for the festival. It's more than mass, more than music, man, it's spiritual. To cross the stage, we've been waiting for so long, and every day I'm reminded they've been waiting for this song. It's the mother of all carnivals, return to the Mecca. But I ain't really sure if they confusing the gender since December. I know it would be one to remember from the time I see Ding Dong try to whine on temper. Motor Thief, my whole song from 2 years ago. What you feel have been so long that nobody ain't gonna know. Valentine's always falling in the midst of the jamming, and so many of these feds suffering from poor planning. If you see the line long like people looking for love, but with them ticket price I hold them a pennies tight, cause I know it have hope for me as I write in this verse. If I farm I could pull up for my Miss Universe. Every year is the same, I set the artists complain about a lack of airplay, man, nothing ain't changed. For some the fight down real, but most can't handle. So Trinidad madman say he lighting some black candles, so come on I get cancelled. First time in 30 years we was vexed for 6 seconds, then realized we ain't care, because inside we all know we wasn't paying to go, especially when one man say true in one show. Now let's go. Wrap it up, wrap it up, wrap it up, Maddox. Wrap it up, wrap it up, wrap it up, Maddox. Wrap it up, 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 Maddox. Wrap it up, wrap it up, wrap it up, Maddox. Wrap it up, wrap it up, wrap it up, Maddox. Wrap it up, 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 Maddox. Personally, I thought there was nothing to sing about. But in the last 2 weeks, Tory jump out. They bring back Firefest, Fed, wherever it name. Where I saw Nessa Preppy on stage start to complain. She was whining, yes, the girl whining. That's not what we rehearse, and the vocals out of timing. I don't know who to blame, and I don't know who lying. But if a man talk to me, so somebody need firing. How your manager go change his set list last minute on the band? You shoulda called up Fayan, she woulda upgrade your man. Like the temperature was too high, the little toy start to cry. I don't know if it's Whitney or the fat man when your mouth she pie. I was just in army fed with my Tara taking a bun. Woke up the next morning, she on IG pulling tongue. All I had to say is careful who take it to drink your rum, or you go end up like Mooty in the road pulling gun. TTT called me up to comment on Kaisorama, the first freestyle competition down in the savannah. While Pretty was getting licks, boaty pants and the hips. Don't give big man primary school topics, no. I know politicians just put their foot in their mouth, but I never thought I'd see one put his foot in a snout. Like he really ain't what he. Please excuse my verbiage, but he bring a whole new meaning to leaking the footage. Why we all learn bunch of gallon lyrics by heart. This the first time I start to see life imitate art. Cause like what's in you, give all these women a power pill and leave Giselle alone catching power on a hill. Wrap it up, wrap it up, wrap it up, Maddox. Wrap it up, wrap it up, wrap it up, Maddox. Wrap it up, 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 Maddox. Wrap it up, wrap it up, wrap it up, Maddox. Wrap it up, wrap it wrap it up, Maddox. Wrap it up, 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 Maddox. It's like 2 years of a carnival and everybody lapsing. Fetters and masqueraders said a lot of things was lacking. Like who serving spoiled food, why not bras for the boobs? Who now collect the costume and all the bees coming loose? I just hate to talk the truth, I don't care if it's shame. When they come to carnival, we supposed to claim the Hall of Fame. Nicki Minaj learned she lesson to go beach with no sand. As soon as she playing land, we see she leave home, she man, good vibes. But here's something I just can't get past. How every single fete had the same artist on the cast. Now what's to encourage me to pay a ticket fee when I could go Islam and pavement line and see them for free? I have the answer, let me suggest. Let me turn the whole of carnival to reggae some fest. Give me Shaggy, Taurus, Riley, Romy, Virgo and Shazia. I shall bring down half of Africa to fill out the arena. But people felt disconnected, the experience elusive. How people can be excluded from something that's all inclusive. Carnival come back home to one set of apology. I see them jump like they never jumped and tell me they're sorry. I guess Gallon was right, take it back to a hard fet. Don't get vexed when the people say it's X, then it's X. Look, I love my country, you could never call me hater. While you online quarreling about who name on a paper. Peter Minshall lying down, cool in the bed. Turned on the TV and found out he was dead. If we so quick to kill the culture, how the hell it go survive? If we own legacy following a lost tribe. Wrap it up, wrap it up, wrap it up, Maddox. Wrap it up, wrap it up, wrap it up, Maddox. Wrap it up, right up till I light up. Wrap it up, wrap it up, wrap it up, Maddox. Wrap it up, wrap it up, wrap it up, Maddox. Wrap it up, wrap it up, wrap it up, Maddox. Wrap it up, 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 Maddox.